we're a tech-first business that happens to be in the payments processing and the banking space. So our technology is what makes us stand out. And everybody can say technology stands out, but it's what's that technology enable? And the core thing that our technology enables is we have a single platform that we're selling to all of our customers, and it looks after all aspects of the payments. So that means that we process transactions via any payment method, via any channel, anywhere in the world, and we look after all aspects of the payment value chain. That's the gateway, it's the terminal, it's the acquiring, it's the risk management, all in a single platform. And so when you have complex enterprise businesses that are processing transactions in many countries around the world, normally they'll have to work with 10, 15, 20 different payment providers. But with Adyen, they can work with one single payment provider. And by doing it with one single payment provider, it makes it much easier to innovate, bring new customer journeys, deliver more experiences. So our general role is we're payment processing, but we're enablers of better experiences for the shopper, whether it's in-store, online, over the phone, across all those channels. So we take payments away from being this kind of bit you do at the end of the shopping experience to it being an enabler of advanced customer journeys.
And over the last couple of days at the conference, what do you think the major trends, themes are coming out?
So what people are trying to do is change the way people experience retail. And so people are now looking at stores, and they have been for a little while, but it's kind of beginning to progress as people have got a little bit more money to spend in tech, in retail. We're trying to make that store an experience. And when you're trying to make that store experience from a payments perspective, you're not really trying to push everybody to a traditional till at the point of payment. You're now trying to make payments part of that in-store experience. And so people are looking at new technologies around that, whether that's a mobile point of sale or even technologies like tap to pay, which is basically taking a consumer type Android or Apple device and making that a payment terminal, which means the store staff, when they're showing people products, when they're doing the clienteling, that device they've got in their hand becomes the way in which they can check out and complete that journey. So
we've seen that you're doing a lot of work in the charity sector with charitable partnerships. What are some of the latest ventures that you've been involved in?
So a really nice thing about Adyen is we're very strong in supporting charities, and it's a really important part of what we do. So we've used our technical first ability to offer something we call Adyen Giving. And what that means is at the checkout, regardless of the channel, we help people with presenting the option to donate to charity at the point of checkout. We take all those costs ourselves, and so we make sure that 100% of that donation that the consumer is making goes to the charity. But we've gone one step more than that. So anybody who launches and takes Adyen Giving between now and the end of September, for every donation that they process, Adyen is matching that. So to whichever charity that they're adding onto Adyen Giving, wherever they are in the world, for every donation that happens to the consumer in that, we're matching it.
That's amazing. That's really great. What does the future look like for retail?
The way in which people choose to buy things, and depending on what they're buying, is the piece that everybody needs to think about. And so if you are buying a fairly routine purchase, you might do a lot more online, but actually still, if you're buying a lot of clothes, if you're buying things, people want the experience of going into the store. So what retailers need to be thinking about it as commerce across all channels, not e-commerce online, and actually trying to make sure that their experience with those shoppers is consistent, that they're recognizing their shoppers, they're understanding who their shoppers are, regardless of the channel of shopping, regardless of how they want to shop, regardless of the payment methods they want to pay in. Just make it a unified single experience when it comes to shopping.
Commerce is a suite. It's a solution suite made out of different modules, where the two main pillars are mobile point of sale and the order management system.
Tell me a bit about why you chose to exhibit this year.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, this is we were here last year. It was a great experience, great exposure, good footfall, and the conversation we had were very, very interesting, promising, and actually turned into business. So without coming back.
That's great. And can you tell me a bit more about your customers?
Our bread and butter is fashion, apparel, footwear, cosmetics, sporting goods, pet stores, all of that specialty retail that is not groceries and is not hospitality, like no hotels, no restaurants. So really anything that is merchandise related. In fact, we're very big in the US. Our company is a US-based company. We're global. Our clients are global retailers, really. In the US, we're also strong in the stadium space, where you have like 20 merchandise stores. It's a bit different than Europe, right?
Yeah.
And in the museum space, or anything that is merchandise related, we're ready to go there.
What are some of the major trends, hot topics that are dominating the industry right now?
Self-checkout. So self-checkout, it's big, it's huge, it's going more and more in that direction. Not for everybody, not for luxury, because there is more a ceremonial and all of that, but more fast fashion or maybe like consumer goods that you like get in and get out. You don't want to talk to anybody, you want to help yourself, and it's a different type of product than luxury. Self-checkout, absolutely, big trend, and we have a fantastic solution we are showcasing today at the Retail Technology Show. And the self-checkout is powered by another very hot topic of nowadays, which is RFID.
Yes.
RFID is massive, everybody's talking about it, everybody's adopting it. Because of that, the cost of the labels are dropping because of the adoption.
And we look at the future of retail and what's in store. What do you think is emerging, in the next sort of like, say, 5 years?
Yeah, AI is huge for optimizing efficiencies and really maximizing your operations efficiencies and all of that. For stock management, again, for where do you send your stock, what location, the busier one, and all of that. Augmented reality is another one for sure for in-store experience, where you see like 3D modules moving around. It's not really my field, but I see those trends as being very, very cool. I definitely want to know more, and I'm looking out for those trends for sure.
Thank you very much for your time today.
My pleasure. Thank you, Will.
Cheers.
Unitech is a global provider of auto ID technology, things like tablets, handheld computers, wrist mounts. We also work with companies like ProGlove, so it's all about scanning, hands-free, warehousing, retail. Obviously today's all about retail technology, so we've got lots of handhelds and tablets, POS stands, things for retail.
Can you tell me a little bit about the devices that you're currently wearing? They look pretty futuristic and cool.
Yeah, so we're sharing a stand with ProGlove, so it's Unitech and ProGlove. So on my left wrist, I have a hands-free, very important hands-free device, WD200 from Unitech. And on my other hand, I have a ProGlove scanner. So this can talk Bluetooth to our WD200. So if I now go and pick a box up, I can scan and still work totally hands-free.
And if we look at the market, it's quite a saturated market when it comes to providers.
Yes.
How do you stand out from the crowd? Like, what's your USP?
Yeah, so our USP is real good quality, high-end quality. All our stuff is made in Taiwan, and then we distribute all around the world through distribution. We don't sell direct. But the USP is really high quality, high spec, at a really affordable price. Really important, and our partners make really good margins.
And my final question is, in terms of like trends, predictions, hot topics, what are you seeing in retail right now?
Yeah, so we in retail starting to see RFID take off, which I haven't really mentioned, but we do have a lot of RFID kit. We're bringing out more POS type solutions ourselves, working with partners like InView, so stands for our tablets, payment solutions. So a while ago, you can do payments now through the security side of it, through software as opposed to hardware. So from last year, we can take payments on our devices, and the security is done through software.
Cool, thanks very much for your time today.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Cheers.
If I can't get hold of my receipt in any way, I now have an e-receipt, and it can go back as far as 2018. So now I have something that I can go back to the retailer and say, look, I've actually got my proof of purchase. But also what the retailer can do is when they know that my warranty is about to expire, they can send me a notification. So it's an opportunity to either extend my warranty or for John Lewis to now upsell to me a new product that they have.
Yeah.
So they can start tailor-making loyalty programs and offers that suit my spending habits.
What made you decide to exhibit at the Retail Tech Show?
We wanted to get a little bit more feedback, and there's been a lot more work on the app as well. So we wanted to kind of showcase what's changed about the app, what's going to work, and really kind of push the idea that it's not just for customers, but it's also for retailers as well. So we just want to really kind of push it out there and get the message that if we can get my pop into every store, we're not just going to help customers kind of look at the way that they're spending, but we're going to also be able to help retailers reduce their spending and tailor make the way that they actually promote and send offers to their customers as well. So what a lot of the vendors have been saying to us is that it is a great concept. The only thing that they're concerned about is that no one hasn't actually invested in the business yet. It's really just getting that first client who's willing to take the risk and kind of push it forward for us.
We've been around for 25 years, always been in the business of customer experience, used to create websites, but now we've created a mobile app. So it's called Retail OS, it's been live for 10 years, and it's all about the customer experience, enhancing it through data capture and that personalised experience.
Awesome. And how are you finding the conference?
I've spoken to a lot of good retailers, but also had some really strong partnership conversations as well to kind of make our product even stronger.
In terms of the trends and themes coming out of the conference?
Personalization, I'm seeing that in a lot of the stands. So kind of just really tailoring it to the customer. I think one of the days when mass marketing is a thing, it's all about that kind of one-to-one conversation. Data is extremely important. I've spoken to loads of even partners, potential partners, in terms of different data entry points. So we're more in terms of collecting that customer and product data, before, during and after.
Can you tell me more about your customers?
Beauty industry, we've got fashion, homeware, footwear and jewellery. They tend to be our core. And we have a really good customer satisfaction every month. Our longest client has been with us 14 years.
Oh wow, yeah.
So that was even before we kind of got the product ready. When we were doing websites, they've all kind of evolved with us. And yeah, they continue to benefit from the solutions we have.
Amazing. Lauren, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.
So a lot of it comes down to mainstream trends. Infrastructure as a service is really that first layer where we're seeing a lot of changes happening. Orchestration layers is probably a word that has come up working in the e-commerce space that is coming out more and more. We have the Primus of the world, but providing a layer, a technology layer in between that's actually offering to integrate a lot of things for you. And then there's what I call the vertically integrated platform. Vertical integration is really the trend that is currently happening. What we're seeing right now, especially with cards, account to account, buy now, pay later, we're seeing so much diversification happening in the payments landscape that a lot of companies don't know where to start. So turning to a vertically integrated platform that does all of that for them allows them to sort of like sit back and actually say, what's beneficial to me? How can I do